Assalamu alaikum. Thanks for watching HotConflict. There seems to be a perception problem with the Muslims. For some reason, people blanket Muslims, whether they're from an Arab country or an Indian country or an African country, or even here from the United States of America, indigenous Muslims, with the same brush, just because of how they look or how they might sound. Is how you look really what's important? If you wear a little topi or a hat on your head, does that make you a fundamentalist, according to some? Does it make you respectable, according to others? For some, just wearing the hat on the head makes you a respectable Muslim. Is that really how it goes? What kind of hat does it have to be acceptable to the Muslims? Or to be acceptable to the non-Muslims? If I wear a hat like this, am I okay? Or am I still an extremist? If I walk into the masjid with this hat, am I a good enough Muslim or am I too liberal? Who is there who can tell? And what is it that really matters? Does changing what you wear change what's inside of you? Just because you dress a certain way? Does that make you one way or the other? Are we supposed to be judged based on what we wear? Is that what we have become? Is this what we're all about? Is it what's on my head or what's in my head that counts?
It's not what's on the head. It's what's in the head that counts. It's not what's on top of the head. It's what's inside the head that counts. No, I think I better say it one more time. It's not what you're wearing on top of your head. It's what you're thinking, planning, and learning inside the head that counts. Holy looking brother with your turban on, neatly wrapped and beautifully worn, in your long flowing robe as you piously hold your holy Quran, holier than thou, and spiritually drunk. The test of compassion you've already flunked. Thinking you're holier than the prophet himself, removed from the world and refusing to help, as if Allah doesn't care about anybody else. Looking down with despicable frown on the rest of us. You better let out all that air before you bust. Because it's not what's on the head, it's what's in the head that counts. Superfly brother, in your 18-inch hat, in worldly darkness, groping like a lost, blinded bat, jerry curl dripping all down your shoulders, and just let someone look, your madness gets bolder. You get weirder and sillier as you sadly get older. In your loud, shocking clothes that you love so to flash, a wild collage of colors and none of them match. Your long, smelly reefer you proudly smoke, a convenient cop-out for cowards that can't cope. Strutting like a peacock in your slick, glossy, overpriced shoes. I think it's about time you got the news. This world has made you its pitiful tool, and no matter what you wear, you will still be its fool, because it's not what's on the head, it's what's in the head that counts. Super fly brother, super black brother, with great big fro. Oh, he's African attired from head to toe. Black, black, black is all he seems to know. with angry expressions on his black bearded face. He defines everything in terms of race, dreaming, scheming, and screaming about a bloody revolution. But how much has he done about his own evolution? The system, he says, has got to go. Black versus white is all he seems to know. Stifled by hatred, he refuses to grow. You need much more, my brother, than that big, pretty fro. Because it's not what's on the head, it's what's in the head that counts. The pretty church hat that the Christian sister wears, it makes her feel kind of special as she puts on airs, pointing an accusing finger at me and you, and at every little thing that we say or do. Reading from her Bible, verse after verse, we sinners will be judged and punished first, dooming the world to a hellish fate in a tone that makes the hair on your head stand straight. Hell to you hypocrites, unless you repent. Yet she's the main one who seems hell-bent. In her pretty church hat, in her white gloved hands, little does she really understand. And she hastily condemns us to a sinful grave, thinking she's the only one who will be saved. It's not what's on the head, it's what's in the head that counts. Mr. White Supremacist, in your business hat, so neat. Oh, he sits he sits behind a great big desk on the main business street. And never will he swindle, gamble, or cheat. To his wife and his children, he's so loving and sweet. He belongs to a special class, the prized and the privileged elite. But what has him so nervous he can neither sleep nor eat? Too many niggers after our jobs, we can't let them compete. As if he owns the earth and all that lies beneath. And tonight, in a pointed hood, he'll be wrapped up in a sheet, burning a cross on somebody's lawn, boiling with racial heat. At home, his goodness never seemed to cease. But look at him now. He's a drooling beast, ready to kill somebody, mad to say the least. But tomorrow at work, he'll look so composed, so well reserved and discreet. But his business hats can't hide the hate that rises and boils beneath. Because it's not what's on the head, it's what's in the head that counts. So this very same message I deliver to all, to the young, the old, the big and the small. Knowledge is the seed that all of us need to help us grow tall. Without it, our lives are hopelessly lost. Don't give your minds to the winds that toss. There's too much expense in ignorance. We dare not pay the cost. Instead of rituals, fads, styles, and fashions, gain a knowledge of God, truth, and human compassion. Knowledge puts us all in victory's seat. So my opening message, I simply repeat. It's not what you're wearing on top of your head. It's what you're thinking and learning inside the head. That counts.
Maybe if we all tried to get along and just extend a hand and be a little bit more understanding and compassionate and open-minded about differences of culture and religion, we could all get along. Because after all, it's not what's on your head, but in your head that counts. Thanks for watching Hot Conflict. Assalamu alaikum.